Hello everybody, I'm going to speak about the most time-consuming activity in our life, which is sleeping. As a matter of fact, we usually don't pay much attention to the quality of our sleep, in spite of influencing a big deal our performance during the day, our health and well-being, in other words, our quality of life. To stay energetic through the day, everybody needs sleep. For your body to regain capacity, sleep is an essential aspect. Sleeping is a time for your body to recover from all the hard work that you have done. Sleep is important for a person's health and well-being. According to the National Sleep Foundation, there are millions of people who do not get enough sleep, and many suffer from sleep deprivation. Studies suggest that more than 70 different sleep conditions affect at least 40 million Americans, and 60% of adults experience sleep problems. For your information, the requirement hours for individual sleep is different. Most of people must get 16 hours of wake-ups and 8 hours sleep at night. Today, there are numerous individuals who point out that there are not enough waking hours in a day to perform their activities. Regular duties and responsibilities take a long time to finish and sometimes lack their sleep. Probably most of you have stayed up all night at least once in your life, owing to several possible reasons, such as that crazy party on your first year of university, or that awful night working against the clock before the submission deadline, or maybe when you have babies who wouldn't stop crying all night, and it wouldn't be unlikely that you hadn't had time to get a proper sleep the next morning, since you had to go to work or to class or wherever. Then you were born to face this tricky dilemma. Is it better to sleep 1 hour or not sleeping at all? That's the reason why I would like to introduce some interesting material to understand better this is important, tough, disregarded necessity. First of all, I like to explain briefly sleep mechanism, then I tell you the effect of not sleeping at all, and finally, I give you some advice that may help to improve the quality of your sleep. In order to answer this question, I am going to introduce you to the mechanism of the sleeping process. According to experts, two internal biological mechanisms, which is circadian rhythm and homeostasis, work together to regulate when you are awake and sleep. Circadian rhythms direct a wide variety of functions, from daily fluctuation in wakefulness to body temperature, metabolism, and the release of hormones. They control your timing of sleep and cause you to be sleepy at night and your tendency to wake in the morning without an alarm. Your body's biological clock, which is based on roughly 24 hours a day, control most circadian rhythms. Circadian rhythms synchronize with environmental clues, light and temperature, about the actual time of the day, but they continue even in the absence of cues. Sleep-wake homeostasis keep track of your need for sleep. The homeostatic sleep drive reminds the body to sleep after a certain time and regulate sleep intensity. This sleep drive gets stronger every hour you are awake and causes you to sleep longer and more deeply after a period of sleep deprivation. Factors that influence your sleep-wake needs to include medical condition, stress, and also sleep environment and what you eat and drink. Perhaps the greatest influence is the exposure to light. Specialized cells in the retinas of your eyes process light and tell the brain whether it is day or night and can advance or delay our sleep-wake cycle. Exposure to light can make it difficult to fall asleep and return to sleep when awake. Night shift workers often have trouble falling asleep when they go to bed and also have a trouble staying awake at work because their natural circadian rhythm and sleep-wake cycle disrupted. In the case of jet lag, circadian rhythms become out of synchronized with the time of day when people fly to a different time zone, creating a mismatch between their internal clock and the actual clock. To start, let's talk about the effect of sleep loss. Lack of sleep can potentially be very harmful. Anyone who gets an average of less than 7 hours of sleep could be affected greatly. Not getting enough sleep can increase the chances of getting sick. According to Taylor, Lichtenstein and Durance 2003, lack of sleep can impact immune function, increase disease risk by undermining physical activity, healthy diet choice, and other health behaviors. Almost 90% of people who suffer from sleep deprivation also suffer from another life-threatening health condition. Some of the diseases include diabetes, heart disease, heart failure, heart attack, and high blood pressure. Secondly, sleep deprivation not only damages physically, but also can damage a person mentally. Lack of sleep can bring down the brain function and responsiveness. According to Zohor et al. 2005, accumulated lack of sleep leads to an increase in adverse feelings in relation to destructive emotions. Sleep is essential to the quick thinking process that are associated with learning. Lack of sleep can bring down mental alertness of the mind and its attention span that makes it easier for one to learn and take in information. The shortage of attention can also limit a person's ability or to solve problems effectively. This means that people who are fatigued cannot learn at an effective level. Even if one can manage to learn a significant amount of information during the day, the person will not be able to remember anything if he or she does not allow their body to get enough sleep to store all the informative in the long-term area in the brain. Avoiding a lot of deep sleep can damage long-term memory and also can lead to excessive forgetfulness. Skills that have been learned during the day are converted into memories during the night. Shockwave ripples are brain's events used to strengthen memory. This makes things the brain has learned easy to access and recall. For the student, I am very sure lack of sleep also can lead to bad academic and performance issues. Students can get a lower mark, grades in examinations, and create a poor performance. Thirdly, inadequate of sleep also tied to unhealthy eating habits. People that always have a late sleep habit have tendency to eat unhealthy food in the middle of night. They will eat more on unhealthy snacks such as sweet, fast food like burgers, or also fried food. According to Kuhn et al., based on the study, inadequate of sleep can give impact to body metabolism. The lab test in 1969 showed the lack of sleep can increase the glucose level. When people have a sleep-led habit, they will snacking in the middle of night. This can increase the glucose level in the body, especially in terms of sugar level, and can lead to obesity problem and aging. Some people also can get rid from breakout sleep. Next, mental health and behavioral issues can occur effect from sleep loss. Depression and anxiety are linked to sleep deprivation. According to the US News, losing of 1 hour of sleep from daily amount of sleep a person needs causes a 58% rise in suicide attempts and 38% increase in getting depression. An increase of irritability and impaired moods, trouble controlling emotions, a more negative outlook and attitude, and a higher risk of suicidal thoughts, depression, and anxiety will occur when someone not get enough sleep. As commonly known, lack of sleep can affect our health, daily performance, and also mental receptiveness. Did anyone know lack of sleep also can give effect to other people? So, here I will make a clarification. According to Wegener and Cronenberry 1987, based on this study, the cause of flight accident They clarify that sometimes the flight accident does not because of lack maintenance of aircraft, but also the pilot got tired and lost sleep due to packed schedule and long time travel. This accident involved billions of dollars and millions of people have lost their life in the accident. The study indicates the cost of searching the crashed aircraft costing 50 billions, include the maintenance, and around 100 to 200 people was lost their life. So now let's move on to what benefits if we get enough sleep. Sleep also can improve problem solving skills and increase memory performance of individuals. Besides that, enough sleep also can make individuals energetic to perform their day and avoid chronic disease. Other than that, as many explanation is more about taking 7 to 8 hours is good to our body, but another part is to take a short nap around 10 minutes also have benefits to our body and brain. According to the Driscoll and Mullen 2005, taking a short nap, which is around 10 minutes, also can reduce the level of sleepiness. Research indicates that strategic naps can help to increase subjective feelings of vitality as well as objective performance and alertness. A short napping also can avoid us from micro-sleeping, especially in driving. Last but not least, I want to tell all of you how to get enough sleep at night. I got a few ways how you can get enough sleep at night. The first one is don't consume caffeine late in the day. When consume caffeine late in the day, caffeine stimulates your nervous system and may stop your body from naturally relaxing at night. In one study, consuming caffeine up to 6 hours before bed significantly worsens sleep quality. Caffeine can stay elevated in your blood for 6 until 8 hours. Therefore, drinking a large amount of coffee after 3 until 4 p.m. is not recommended, especially if you are sensitive to caffeine or have trouble sleeping. Caffeine can significantly worsen sleep quality, especially if you drink large amounts in the late afternoon or evening. Secondly, you should have a schedule for sleep and wake up. Your body's circadian function or set loop aligning itself with sunrise and sunset. Being consistent with your sleep and waking times can lead long-term sleep quality. One study noted that participants who had irregular sleeping patterns and went to bed late on the weekends reported poor sleep. Other studies have highlighted that irregular sleep patterns can alter your circadian rhythm and levels of melatonin, which signal of your brain to sleep. If you struggle with sleep, try to get in the habit of waking up and going to bed at similar times. After several weeks, you may not even need an alarm. Next, if the other ways not work for you, you can try take a melatonin supplement. Melatonin supplements are an extremely popular sleep aid, often used to treat insomnia. Melatonin may be one of the best, easiest ways to fall asleep faster. In one study, taking 2 mg of melatonin before bed improves sleep quality and energy the next day and help people fall asleep faster. In another study, half of the group fell asleep faster and had a 50% improvement in sleep quality. Additionally, no withdrawal effects were reported in either of the above studies. Melatonin is also useful when traveling and adjusting to a new time zone as it helps your body's circadian rhythm return to a normal. In some countries, you need a prescription for melatonin. In others, melatonin is widely available in stores or online. Take around 1 to 5 mg 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Start with a low dose to assess your tolerance and then increase it slowly as needed. Since melatonin may alter brain chemistry, it advised that you have checked with a healthcare provider before use. Well, this all I've got say. My time's up anyway. Yes, so thanks for listening. Before I end my speech, I want to remind to all of you, we can take the benefit of our body if we will get enough sleep. and the lack of sleep can harm our body mentally and physically. So I leave you with this quote: sleep is the golden chain that binds health and our bodies together. And also sleep is an investment in the energy you need to be effective tomorrow. Thank you.